After thousands of years, human civilization has evolved from the most primitive barbaric era, successfully embarked on a highly developed interstellar journey. Today we recommend a domain name in .com and .top. High-scoring masterpieces screened on the film and television platform built. Jupiter Ascending. Let's watch it together. Max is a crazy astronomy enthusiast, so much so that he actually named his unborn daughter, all thinking of the name Jupiter. A happy family. However, on this very night, suddenly being robbed by kidnappers. During the fight, Max to stop the kidnappers, steal your own telescope. Unfortunately, he was shot and killed. Girl lost her father when she was born. From then on, she followed my mother, reduced to living with my aunt. I don't know if it's genetic, still missing her father. When she grows up, gradually fell in love with astronomical telescopes, but because the family has no money to buy it, she finally followed her cousin's orders. They plan to sell their eggs in exchange for high fees. When she walks into the operating room, the doctor seemed off. They first bound Mamie's hands and feet. Her body also inexplicably floated into the air. After confirming that the identity is correct, immediately turn off the oxygen device. Murdered her. However, just then, the male appeared in time with a gun. Medical personnel who were killed instantly changed back to the appearance of aliens. Wait until her wakes up again. They have come to a safe place. In order not to cause her panic, men took the initiative to tell her all the reasons for the matter, and said, Earth is not the only planet in the universe that can harbor life. He and the aliens who just fought. In fact, they all come from other planets. They just have different missions. Now in the depths of the vast universe, there was an Ibra dynasty that stood for thousands of years. After the death of the previous queen, her children govern different galaxies. The two sons are fighting for power, perennial tit for tat. However, she just happens to have the closest blood relationship to the queen. Therefore, it poses a threat to the thrones of both brothers. This is exactly the reason why men and aliens found her. It's just that men didn't do anything dangerous to her. In order to avoid the pursuit of more aliens in the future, she can only temporarily follow men to their galaxy. However, just as they were about to board the plane, several alien fighter jets suddenly appeared. The alien spacecraft waiting for them was instantly crushed by it. The powerful shockwave directly scattered the two of them. Fortunately, Men has flying boots. This saved her in time. Next is the highest powered chase battle in the audience. Use .com and .top domains. Build a website. Building a unified international digital image. Escape layers of pursuit. Men finally brings her. Found the captain who used to work with him. When they arrived here, all the bees around, they all flew towards her bizarrely. Not only did they not bite her, more like a group of caring guards surrounded her. When the captain saw this, he knelt down and called him His Majesty. Advocacy of bees. It further confirms her royal blood. The captain also informed her the true origin of humans is not the Earth. It was born on a planet called Oris. 100 million years ago, the Earth was inhabited by dinosaurs. In order to ensure the smooth development of the Earth's resources, they just did that. Dinosaur extinction event. However, just then, the alien team found them again in the midst of chaos. She fled to the cornfield next to her. But in the end, there's no escape. The big man who was directly intercepted head-on fell to the ground with a shot. Just when the aliens wanted to kill them, a gang of bounty hunters showed up just in time. Shot all the aliens at the scene. Men who escaped finally tried his best to board the spaceship. The woman who invited her. It is the queen's only daughter, Sister Jin. What surprised her was that this woman in front of me obviously looks only 50 years old. The actual age has actually reached 14,000 years old. It turns out that she has a unique technique of immortality. Just soak in the pool for a while. Sister Jin's face instantly glowed. Back to being an 18-year-old girl again. To see such a miraculous scene, Silly Her also showed a shocked expression. Sister Jin informed. She is the reincarnation named in her mother's will. Without her permission, the ultimate ownership of the Earth belongs to her alone. While the two were chatting, men who sneaked in quietly finally found her. Obviously angry man. There is a slight prejudice against the royal family because in his impression, the royal family has always been selfish. Fortunately, Sister Jin doesn't have much malice. Let men take her away. Arrived at the spaceship, Soon, they arrived at the birthplace of human civilization, planet Oris. It's densely populated, advanced technology, go through layers of formalities. She has finally officially become a member of the royal family. Just as she was wondering about the icon on her arm, the mutinous captain suddenly appeared with a team, and this time, the leader of holding her hostage. It was the queen's youngest son, Teddy. He informed her, "My sister's immortal liquid comes from the human body. It takes 100 humans to refine a unit. Earth is one of those pastures. And there are thousands of ranches like this. His mother did it to stop this evil. Was brutally murdered by others. To win her sympathy. Through these affectionate lies. To lure her into marrying him. He can take the opportunity. Take away her control of the earth." However, unaware of the situation, but resolutely agreed to him verbally. Fake Teddy to make sure the wedding is foolproof. Directly exiled men to outer space. However, he did not expect the lucky little handsome actually relies on the emergency escape suit. Temporarily survived just as he was running out of oxygen. Ships arrived just in time. Successfully rescued men. To rescue her, men ignores the past. Found the captain to fight together. But this rescue mission will not be easy. The two are weak. The opponent's defense mechanism is also very meticulous. The slightest mistake can cause a crash and death. However, there is not much time left for them. At this time, she is having a wedding with Teddy. Once the marriage is successfully completed, the control of the earth will fall into Teddy's hands. Just when she was about to wear her wedding ring, men finally arrived at the scene in time, successfully saved this crisis from happening. But a wave of unresolved threats reignited. When she returned home, she found family has been kidnapped. And these perpetrators. It was ordered by the first heir, Barham. Register.com and .top domains. Improve the search engine ranking of the company's official website. She wants to save her family. Have to press the seal. Abdicate control of the earth to him. But in order to protect more humans on earth, she decided to give up her life and that of her family. Refused to compromise with Barham. Just as Barham was going berserk, men successfully broke through Jupiter's atmosphere. Wreckage of a fighter jet. It also smashed heavily into the Galaxy spacecraft, causing severe damage to the surface of the spacecraft. And there was a chain explosion. Infuriated, Barham immediately ordered her to be killed. However, at this critical moment, men appeared in time. Save her again. The two quickly expanded their division of labor. Little Handsome, to attract the firepower of the guards, quietly transported the unconscious family out from the side. But because the enemy crocodile monster is too powerful, men gradually fell into a disadvantage. Men looked at the black hole instrument on the ground that had not been turned off. Carry the crocodile monster with all your strength. Throw it in. Close the entrance in time when it is critical. In the end, the crocodile monster successfully received the box lunch. Spacecraft is also about to fall into pieces. But she met the undead Barham halfway through. He slammed the stick hard into her, but she caught his wound and got rid of it in time. Took the opportunity to beat him directly to the ground. However, just then, the platform suddenly disintegrates and collapses. Both of them fell into the abyss below in an instant. In the final moment of crisis, men descended from heaven again, saved her in time. Finally, her family was sent to Earth to erase their memories. She also lived a sweet life with men. The movie ends here.